morning, students. Our next topic will be circular motion. Circular motion, from its name, it is very much clear. The motion which is being taken in a circular form is known as circular motion. Earlier in the earlier classes, we have discussed about the mainly generally on the linear motions, or linear in 1D or 2D only. But it's kind of a 2D, but which is changing instantly, so it is named as circular motion. In a circular motion, you are standing over here and you are moving an object with which is being tied with a string. So there is a kind of force which is being incurred on your hand, that is known to be centripetal force, to make that object roll. So centripetal force is the force which is being applied on the string to make the object rotate. So that is force, and centripetal force is given as mv square by r. See, some forms and angular forms are given as v is equals to r omega. R is the radius and omega is the angular velocity, you can say angular velocity or speed. Angular velocity. V is the linear velocity. V is that velocity. If you cut this rope, then this will go tangentially with velocity v, and currently it is moving with omega velocity. So v is that linear, or you can say tangential, in this case tangential velocity. V is tangential velocity is given as r omega, and omega angular velocity can be written in terms of rpm. I am just revising the formula. 2 pi n by 60. N is given by rpm. 60 is taken because n is given is rpm, revolutions per minute. So we have to convert minute into second. Now rpm. Okay, fine. This can also be written as m is equals to 2 pi by t, time, because in rpm also the unit is 1 by second, and also you can write 1 by t, or you can find it with 2 pi f. F is the frequency. Somewhere in the question they give the frequency and ask you to find the velocity. So by frequency you calculate the omega, and by angular velocity you multiply with the r, then the tangential or linear velocity can be calculated. There are some formulas. Now we have similar to this, a tangential acceleration will be equal to alpha r. Same as v is equals to r omega, same a is equals to r alpha. It's kind of a similar formula. A is the tangential acceleration which is being occurred on the object, and alpha is the angular acceleration, and r is the radius. So these formulas some you have to remember. And centripetal force. See, centripetal force is given by mv square by r. So we put the value of v in terms of r omega. So it comes out to be m r omega square. Okay, fine. And see, similarly in the case of whatever you can find in based on these, we will discuss about this. Inertia and all those things we will discuss in another chapter. But here we are just talking about the circular motion. Rotational motion will be different. I'll take one question with you. I'll share one question with you. Question given: in uniform circular motion. Question given is in uniform circular motion, which of these is not constant? Which of these is not constant? First is given as mass, second is given as speed, third is given as momentum, and fourth is given as kinetic energy. Kinetic energy. Which of these is not constant? Means changing. Mass is not changing. See, somebody says speed is changing, but actually speed, there is a difference between speed and velocity. Velocity includes the direction component, speed does not include the direction component. So speed is maintained to be constant, but velocity is changing. So if velocity is changing, so therefore the momentum is changing. So that is momentum. Why the velocity is changing? Because velocity is a component of magnitude plus direction. At every point of view, the direction of this velocity is changing. And if any of the component, even magnitude or direction changing, then the velocity will be changing. So that's why in circular motion, velocity, even if it is uniform circular motion, the velocity is not constant. That is a key point you have to consider, take into your mind. एक क्वेश्चन करेंगे हम. Kinetic energy of a particle moving along a circle is ax square. The kinetic energy of object moving in a circular is given as ax square, and the radius is also given. If r is the radius of the circle, the radial force of the particle is radius is given as r. We have to find the radial force. Radial force is same as centripetal force, which is given by mv square by r. So kinetic energy is this, half mv square is equals to ax square. Mass of the velocity, we will find the mass of the object from this. M is equals to 2ax square by v square. Fine. This is the mass of the object. Now the radial force is given by, in terms of omega, Fc is equals to mr omega square. You can put the value of m, or you can also write in that v. We will write in the v form because v is there. M v square by r. So put this mass in this equation. 2ax square by v square into v square by r. V square got cancelled and radial force comes out to be 2ax square by r. So this is the answer. The main objective was to find the mass. Fine. We will write some equations in linear and angular term, linear and in circular. Linear, v is equals to u plus at. So v is the final to u. Same here, omega is equals to u is omega initial angular velocity, a is converted into angular acceleration into time. S is equals to ut plus half at square. So this is the distance, but in the circular motion, distance is measured in terms of theta. So theta is equals to omega naught into time plus half alpha t square. V square minus u square is equals to 2as. So v square is equals to omega square minus omega naught square is equals to 2 into alpha into theta. It's very easy to write, there is no need to remember these formulas. Now we will do some more numericals. The question is, find the angle described in 2 seconds by an object rotating at 600 rpm. The question is, we have to find angle, means we have to find the theta prescribed by and covered in 2 seconds. Time is given as 2 seconds by an object revolving at equals to 600 rpm. It's easy. So we will be using, we have to find theta. Theta will be, we can use ut half a t square. Fine. Omega. Then see, there is no acceleration because it is rotating with a uniform circular. It is a rotating uniform velocity. So alpha, there will be no alpha. Alpha will be 0. So first we will find omega. Omega is equal to 2 pi n by 60. 2 into pi into 600 by 60. That is 10 is equals to 20 pi. This is the angular velocity. And this, there is angular acceleration has to be 0 because the question is saying uniform circular motion. So distance, we use distance is equals to Same distance goes to speed into time. So distance over here in terms of circular, distance will be theta, speed will be angular, omega into t. Theta will be 20 pi into time is given as 2 seconds. So theta covered is 40 pi. Don't forget to use the radian. So this is the what examiner is asking. Why we have not used theta is equals to omega t plus half alpha t square? Because alpha over here is 0, as this object is moving with a question given as uniform circular motion. So alpha will be 0 over there. Next question, the angular velocity of a flywheel increases from 0 to 40 radian per second in 8 seconds. Find the total angular displacement. The angular velocity of a flywheel, omega naught is equal to 0, increases to 40 radian per second. The SI unit of omega is radian per second. In 8 seconds. How much time it took? 8 seconds. Find total angular displacement. We have to find total angular displacement. It's very easy. Theta you can use is equals to omega naught into t plus half alpha t square. Okay, fine. But alpha is not given, so first we will find the alpha. So omega is equals to omega naught plus alpha t. What is omega? 40. This is 0. Is 40 is equals to alpha into 8. So alpha is equals to 40 by 8. We'll use this alpha over here. So if this comes out to be theta is equals to omega naught is 0. So 0 plus half into alpha is 40 by 8. It's 40 by 8 into t square. 8 square. 8 from 8 got cancelled, and 2 20, and theta comes out to be 160 radian. 160 radian. This will be the answer. Next question is, if in a circus, stuntman rides a motorbike in a circular track of radius r in a vertical plane. In a circus, a stuntman is performing a stunt in a vertical plane with radius given as r. What is the minimum speed at the highest point of track? So what is the minimum speed required over at this top position so that stuntman perform a proper circus and he might not be able to fall from the top position? So we have to find the minimum velocity over here. So it's easy. Minimum velocity. What can be the minimum velocity? See, not to fall, the velocity, the centrifugal force which is occurred due to the centrifugal force, centrifugal force should be equal to the weight of this man with its motorcycle. Suppose we'll take it as m. So downward direction will be mg. The centrifugal force should be equal to this mg. So minimum speed required is this force mg is equals to the centrifugal force, that is mv square by r, because we have to find the speed, not angular speed. If we have to find angular, then we'll use mr omega square. So from here m got cancelled and v comes out to be under root g r. So this is the minimum velocity required by the stuntman at the top position to perform the stunt in a complete way, so that he might not be able to fall from the top position. So this is the answer. We will also take another question. Suppose this is the horizontal plane and the same stuntman is performing a stunt now in the horizontal plane. Horizontal plane. The circus where the bike tries to move in a horizontal circle, it does not fall. deep into the well, kind of a well is formed. So over here is there, he is over here, and we have to find the minimum velocity so that he will not fall. So weight of this will be mg, and due to this centripetal force, or outward the centrifugal, due to the centrifugal force, there is friction between the tires and the wall of the side wall of the well, which will create a friction force. So this friction force is equals to mu of n, and this n normal force is produced by this centrifugal force. So mu n should be equals to mg, and mu n is a centrifugal force, and we can represent is m into mv square by r is equals to mg. This normal force is created by the centrifugal force, so m got cancelled, and we have v is equals to g r by mu under root. So if having mu in the denominator states, if the value of mu is lesser, the velocity required to keep on rotating will be more. So they try to, the best way is to make the surface of the well to be very rough, so that the value of mu increases and velocity required to keep on rotating in the circular well will be lower. We'll do next question. What is the apparent weight of a body of mass m attached at the end of a string, and which is just completing the loop in a vertical plane at its lowest point of its path? Means, what is the apparent weight of a body when it is rotating in a vertical plane, so that it will complete the rotation, and we would be asking what is the weight in the lowermost portion. Fine. So this block is attached with a string, so we have to complete the we are moving with such velocity that it will just complete the rotation, and we want to know what is the actual weight coming in the downward direction. So downward direction, basically weight includes the we are pulling the string also, so weight will be something. Let's put tension in the string is T, and case and the above section will be this. In the earlier question we have discussed the velocity, minimum velocity required to complete the rotation is v is equals to under root g r. This is the minimum velocity required to complete a particular rotation. So now we will take the force equation. This will be mg. So you can say that centripetal force will be equal to tension minus mg will be equal to centripetal force mv square by r. I think this is clear to you. Tension, centrifugal force will be total, like resultant centrifugal force will be in the inward direction. For that reason only the body is rotating. If there is no centripetal force, then how would this object will be moving? So that's why tension, this if you want a free body diagram, then there will be centripetal force also there. Tension minus mg will be equal to some centripetal force, which is making this body to rotate. But tension is there because of this mass. We have to balance this mass also, and we have to provide some tension, like tension also, centrifugal force also to make this object rotate. So T, tension in the string, minus mg double force. The resultant force will be coming upward, that is equal to the mv square, which is making the object to rotate in a circular motion. Now let's take the position A and B. So energy at A will be equal to energy at B. Here the velocity is V, B, and here the velocity of VA. This is the velocity VA. Energy at A will be equal to kinetic energy plus potential, because with this take as a reference, then there will be some potential energy. So M g into height is 2r plus half m into v square. V square will be g into r. It's same. This will be equal to energy at P, which is only the kinetic, that is half m v b square. This is also the VB. Fine. So we have to find the apparent. Apparent weight will be equal to this tension only. So indirectly we have to find the tension. So from here, if we use this value, m got cancelled. Fine. So B square is equals to, if we use this value, 4 G R plus 4GR plus GR will be equal to VB square. So VB square is equals to 5GR. VB square is equal to 5GR. Put this value over here. So T minus mg is equals to m into VB square is equal to 5GR. So 5GR by R not cancelled. So T is equals to 5 mg plus mg. So tension required is equals to 5 mg plus mg. Like it will be 6 mg. So tension और apparent weight is the assumed weight कि यहाँ पे इसका weight कितना होगा लगभग. तो weight वही होगा जो weight होना चाहिए रोटेशन की वजह से, उसी weight से तो हम खींचेंगे टेंशन, तभी तो ये बॉडी जीरो पे है. अगर वो टेंशन ही apparent weight के इक्वल है, तो इसलिए इसका apparent weight कितना आएगा, तो कितना आएगा, टेंशन कितना है 6 mg. Only this much. Generally, basically these type of vertical or horizontal kind questions generally come in circular motion, and now you are familiar with all of these. So best of luck.